We are tWoTcast, episode 348.
Is
All right, everyone, shut the f*** up.
Wheel of Time. Reread podcast. Explicit and R freaking rated. John is the wild card, always talking shit. Joe's the straight man. He's a total dick. Tom calls in if he's not too busy. We are tWoTcast!
Hi, you're viewing, watching, listening, smelling, tasting, sensing. tWoTcast, Wheel of Time, reread podcast.
Nailing it, Jono.
Exhaustively, exclusively, sensually covering the Wheel of Time companion. I'm Jono, with me is Joe.
Hey! Hi, Jono.
Hi.
You got
Tom.
the pointing right. That was a good job.
Well, the problem is this. I'm at a new
He's really good at that.
I pointed way off screen. Just like
Yeah, but it works.
Doesn't matter. It's in the right direction. It's good enough.
right situation.
Tom, shrouded in darkness as always.
No.
If you went back a little further, his eyes would light up like his
No, it's still
shadows.
the same. Hold on. Yep, still the same.
His eyes are like furnaces.
Oh, that's all it is for the effects of the show. Just lean back further and just kind of get a glint of light.
You go back, and
Just
you go up.
Same way. Same
That's
momentum.
the most you get.
Hi, we haven't done this in forever.
Study your math.
It's been a while.
Get
Yeah.
an
Yeah, it's been a long time. Shouldn't have left you.
Yeah.
Without a dope beat to step to.
Nailed it. Classic tWoTcast stupidity from 12 years ago.
That's been a while too.
Uh,
I'm excited to record.
hey boys, how you doing? Miss
Okay.
you. I miss you guys. You know.
Joe,
Yeah.
you don't have regular TV.
No, not really.
When's the last time you saw a commercial?
The World Cup, because I got regular TV, so I can watch every
yeah.
game. So
Awesome.
a lot recently.
Jenna, when's the last time you saw a commercial?
Like 20 minutes ago. Shandor
I wanted-
loves real TV.
I mean, I wanted to talk about Whopper, but I didn't think.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Exactly. I didn't think you guys would know what I was talking about.
It's a very anti-Italian thing that really confuses me sometimes. Very upsetting.
It's a commercial for Burger
Brackets.
King, and I think it's the greatest thing that's ever been created in the history of the
Yeah,
world.
your wife mentioned it earlier today at our meeting. And yes, that's right. I have meetings with Tom's wife on a regular basis.
I get meetings with my wife. That sounds weird.
Sometimes I just like to check in with my brother's spouses and see how everything's going. But yeah, she mentioned it earlier today, and I was like, "What?" And she goes, "Never mind." Like,
Could you
she's
imagine-
just mad I didn't know.
Imagine how disturbing that would be if you didn't work together. You just had a weekly check-in.
Just get text
That's
her
what I
Whopper,
do.
Whopper, Whopper.
Me and Chris's wives.
Yeah, I check in with Chris's wife actually bi-weekly.
Technically, what you just said is that he checks in with you and then Chris's multiple wives, because that's grammatically funny. Me and Chris.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That works.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Listen, it's not everyone's supposed to know about it, but
It's not,
Chris
just-
has more than one wife. One of them
One
is
of them may be
secret,
Tom. Yeah.
or maybe both of them are secret from each
Also,
other.
no one
I don't
knows
know how to
who
describe
Chris
that.
it's not like a regular phone call, right? Like, what are we doing here?
Oh, this is a podcast time where we talk
This is
about
our
the Wheel of Time
episode
companion.
covering
Oh,
letter V for
this episode of today's tWoTcast is brought to you by the letter V. Is that
Put
a?
that close to your mouth, Tom?
Yay!
That was a V. That was a buh. It was
Boys.
a buh. For
We're
like a-
crushing this out today.
No, we're not.
Tom,
It's
apparently your hair game is on point, and you know what? Honestly, I agree. You're
like-
handsome,
Well,
very handsome.
I shaved it for years in the pandemic. I'm
I
going
will
opposite.
suck that aged dick.
Hey,
It's
I
going
did
to,
put up a
It's
poll.
gonna come down to here.
of whether or
all the way
not
down.
Tom would be here or not. And
Did I win?
will Tom actually be here? Of course fucking not. Won by a landslide of 62%. Yes, 37%. Actually, no one said no, but I
So
guess
they
that's
were-
the same as of course fucking not.
So they were wrong and also not hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. Dana also said I had faith Tom would be here. Thanks for saying that, Dana, because I completely forgot to put that stupid poll up.
Speaking of putting that poll up.
Hi, Dan.
Oh,
Sexy man boys.
yeah.
Let's have
What exactly is a man boy? I know what a lady boy is.
all
a
too
man.
well.
Yeah.
Jono knows what a lady.
All too well.
Let's have Dan
I've
on.
been-
Let's pop Dan in real quick.
We could just put him as band, and we're good to go.
Dan, actually, we don't have a guest right now, so if you want to come hang out, let me know.
Our guest was going to be here, but she isn't.
Isn't yet. Yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
she's a vacuole.
Hey, if it seems like she's in a vacuole.
It's one of my
Yeah.
entries.
If it seems like we're stalling for time,
Yeah.
we sort of are.
Yeah.
Also, it's been a while since I got to talk to you
Yeah,
guys.
wow.
You know?
Yeah.
We have to.
Yeah.
No, not really. You know, no, not at all.
Yes, this is the perfect time for that. That's perfect.
Yeah. That's called.
I just do it. I just do it whenever I feel like it.
Everyone will. Everyone.
It wasn't
will
supposed
do
to
that.
shut down all conversation.
It does.
The
every
letter
time.
V.
I
The
see a
wheel
graphic and I
time.
go.
Yeah, you just go.
It's
How many,
still in a podcast that gets edited, so some things I say sneak past the editor. But no longer.
Hey, I like that shirt you're wearing there, Jono. What do you got there? Look at that. A hot dog riding a unicycle, farting
Okay.
out the words Jordan Con.
Yeah.
This is definitely a letter V for vamping. Let's just
Yeah.
start.
Oh, no, I'm fine with starting.
All right. Let me read the script that has been texted to me, and I forget to read. You are. No, that's not right.
No.
Anyway, this is a fucking spoiler
Yeah.
show. So if you haven't read everything, you don't know
Yeah.
everything, you've watched everything, some shit may come up. Put the thing in the. Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
We're going to say fuck a lot. You know why? Because we're actually have sex on the show.
Hey, today's episode of tWoTcast is brought to you by the letter V, everyone. Oh my God, it's Brother Van.
Oh, look!
When I find myself in times of trouble,
Brother
Mother
Van.
Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Letter V.
The letter V.
Letter V.
Oh,
If
where
this
is
had actually
Jess?
been planned,
Where
this
is
would be
Jess,
better.
Arosa?
Yeah.
Great question.
It's
Brother
okay.
Van.
I was just in the background polishing all your trophies and stuff, guys. You know how I do.
Yeah,
on
I know. I mean, I'm glad
Tuesdays.
you were back there. I mean, that's why we have interns here at tWoTcast
Yeah.
Worldwide Headquarters.
Yeah. I don't know why you make me wear a tie. It seems excessive, but
Professionalism.
Yeah.
Well,
We
get excessive.
hold ourselves up to the highest standards of professionalism. That's why I have on a T-shirt.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm wearing. That also why I'm wearing a tie.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm wearing a t-shirt underneath a different t-shirt because I went to the gym and
Oh,
it's
this
already
is accurate.
wet. All right, sweaty. Wet. Yes, wet. Fucking got it sopping.
You
You
can
know
tell the
what I'm
many. You can tell the many people here came of age in the '90s with their long sleeve T-shirts over T-shirt.
I want to make an old person joke for that song, but I actually love that song.
You guys just start singing Pearl Jam.
We love the Beatles, and that's okay.
So I'm sorry, Jono, when you say went to the gym, what do you actually mean?
that's where I jerk off the pictures of Jim Rigney.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
It's just a weird
the-
shrine covered in
bathroom.
semen.
Yeah. So if you look
Oh, yeah.
behind me,
It's a JIM.
there we go. It's very difficult to- that is a picture that Alan Ramankazoo.
Oh.
That's actually Jim's childhood home. Picture of it.
Oh, I have that actually behind me.
And
too,
those
if you
white
guys can
stains
see that.
around the wall, just ignore those.
Yeah, no, don't ignore them. Focus in on it. They're salty and they're good for you.
Apparently, it's okay that Jess is gone because Brother Van is here, and I agree.
Yeah.
And
so
also,
Brother
we
Van-
love Jess, so I mean, she can show up, she can not show up. I don't care. She can
Yeah.
do whatever she wants.
Well,
Let's
All
talk
right,
about some V.
So, first entry, Brother Van. What do you got?
Brother Van. what do you-
Whoa, Tom. Whoa. I know it's been a long time since we've done this, but there's a little something that comes first.
Walking in the sky, but if it's injured, it won't fly. Take a look, it's in the book. I feel a time companion. Friends can't go anywhere, but he has to know the embarkation to go and open a portal. Mad jokes about anything. Martin Bailey's cards on page 95. The Wheel of Time companion. Because we'll read them now and it's to the Patreon.
Oh no, we lost him. I gotta say,
No, it's all right. Van,
You
I
don't-
mean, Brother Van jumped in to hang out for a minute.
Brother.
you don't do this for a month, and you just kind of go on with your life, and then you come
Yeah.
back to it, and then you play that song, and then you realize somebody made a theme song for this bullshit. It's just like, okay,
Somebody made a theme song just for this part of our show.
it's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's insane. Hey, Van.
That song was so great, it completely shut down my site.
Your internet just
It
crashed.
just pushed me away. It was just
All right. All right, Tom, what were you? Sorry, I rudely interrupted you with that amazing theme song. What were you going to, what are you saying?
I don't know, where did we want to start? Do you want to start with vacuole? It's weird. Let's
The
discuss it.
vacuole is
They're odd.
yeah, it's amazing.
All right. Vacuole, a bubble in the pattern where time flowed differently. Interesting. Research was conducted in vacuoles during the Age of Legends, but they were unstable and sometimes disappeared, with everything inside lost forever. Moghedian was imprisoned for a couple of days in a vacuole when she was first mind-trapped.
Tom,
There's a lot to unpack there.
obviously a vacuole is a synonym for a woman, right? Time flows differently. Sometimes they're kind of not on the same plane. Like there's a lot going on there.
That's not where I thought we were going to go with this.
If you put something inside of them, sometimes it disappears for completely.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jono just refers to women as bubbles in the pattern. So look at that bubble in the pattern.
I'm not gonna lie, Joe.
I could lose some time in there.
It made it sound like you fucked a girl one time and your penis disappeared inside of her and you never got it back.
That is what that feels. That is what that feels like.
I should not have fucked that acid hole. But anyway, that's her fault.
What about that arid
It's
hole?
still out there. It's floating.
Yeah. So, actual conversation about. I think vacuoles are kind of one of the more interesting things. If I remember correctly, they're like it's one of the Forsaken chapters that kind of like brings it to us. And
Moghedians.
what's that?
Yeah, Moghedian. I believe Joe mentioned that.
Oh,
Well,
Mog?
like, she's put in one as a punishment, but like we find one beforehand. I think as a discussion topic. I think between Samael and what's her cunt Grundle. It's just like
Grundle.
I don't know. It's a
Go
cool
on.
thing of like how weirdly futuristic and also magical the Age of Legends actually was. Like,
Yeah.
it's not just future tech; it's weird, ancillary, not real parallels of
I have
reality.
I have a little issue with the term itself, though. Vacuole seems like it's something that transports oxygen from the heart to the lungs or some shit like that. Like, it seems like I read about this in basic biology.
Yeah, I'm
somewhere.
pretty sure I knew what a vacuole was before this book, and this is not the definition.
Right, I don't know. Yeah.
I could be wrong.
They seem to have a much better understanding of physics than we ever did, and they're crossing dimensions and things of that nature.
Are you
No.
saying that my
You
boy
said
has a
we-
doorway to other dimensions?
Yeah, they already have doorways to other dimensions.
What were those called?
Jaisal said wasn't the Golem in one. I think he was just in a stasis box.
That is correct.
Yes,
Yeah.
many people confuse vacuole with the stasis box. Understandable.
Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
I'll be honest. If the box is in stasis, that's probably more of a you thing than something else.
They've somewhat mastered time and space and crossing dimensions, and what a vacuole is in between all of those things. I wouldn't even begin to understand what that might do.
I don't know. I have someone come every 2 weeks who vacuoles my house.
Yeah.
Vacuole the house every Saturday.
I thought you were going to say you come into a vacuole every 2 weeks.
Yep.
Picking up felt off the floor left and right.
I'm the only one with a protracted urethra. Yep.
I'm glad Van is here.
He's
Hey,
sounding
Van, thanks
that
for
one
filling in. I don't expect you to be here the entire time, but I enjoy your presence.
You know,
No, I do.
I'm just holding the fort till Jess shows up. You know.
All right.
up tomorrow. Yeah, next Tuesday. See
Well,
you.
hopefully that fort won't need to be held until the end of our episode.
Now we'll have a brother Wan next Tuesday.
Brother.
Werther's Originals.
It's actually wouldn't X be next? So is Ruthers ran?
Can I give you one more entry and just my comment on it real quick?
Sure,
Give me all
yeah.
your entries.
Wait. We have
All right.
one more comment on vacuoles before you move on.
Oh, let's hear it.
Are the spaces the Forsaken hung out in Ishi's dream space really vacuoles?
I wouldn't think so, right? Because why
me
would you
neither.
need a vacuole in the world of dreams, right?
Why would you
Well,
go
she's
to the
saying
most
instead of
danger-
the world of dreams, is it really that? And I
Kind of
don't
the
know.
most. It's the
No,
most
because
dangerous physical
like Perrin
plane
can
they're
spy
aware
on
of.
them. It has to be in Tellerrain, right? Sorry, Tom, what were you saying?
It's the most dangerous physical space they're aware of. Like it could just disappear.
Yeah, it does feel unnecessarily dangerous.
Yeah. Do you think they were able to stabilize them? Okay, because I mean, they only use them in the Age of Legends, so if they're saying it's unstable, then that means
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
highly unstable.
Well, it's not that they're unstable so much as bad luck happens, right? It's almost like you've kind of exited the current plane and you're doing some research over here.
It seems like sort of forcing the pattern to do something that's not wanting to do, and the pattern eventually just goes and closes that.
Right. It just hard
Space.
freezes. Like it just
Yeah.
shuts down and you lose all your saved.
Yeah, and then
you're like,
suddenly you've lost all your hours in that video game.
right.
You gotta start all over.
Also, that one guy, but really to save hours.
Knowing Garden said Forsaken, unnecessarily dangerous. Doesn't sound like something they would do. Yeah, okay. All right, sorry, time. Move on.
Oh, my other entry was page 778, Val and Luca. I just
Fuck yeah.
He
My
lives
note
on the
just
second
said-
floor?
What'd you say?
I'm
Val
out.
and Luca. I live on the second floor.
I'm leaving. My only note for him was too short. A
I
paragraph
mean, he's 6 feet tall, Tom.
for Val and Luca. He's like 90% of the book.
I mean, he's not that much. Is he that? Yeah, he's a lot.
I mean,
And
it's
they
fair.
sum him up well here. You saying Alan didn't do a good job? How dare you?
Fucking
Yeah,
dare
he
you.
did an okay job.
Well, he received an exemption from a horse lottery.
Why was,
That's
why
true.
was-
That was a very important note.
I need a
Thank
full
you, Van.
full page picture of just one calf. Would have made more sense.
That should have been like one of the fucking photos that just this fucking perfectly curved calf that just really like we don't get anything above the knee. Femur can fuck off. Nothing below the Achilles. Like we want just the calf.
Or the entry printed in not black ink, like all just red and blue and green, like something.
That's green. You may want to get that checked out. But honestly, like Val and Luca is, of course, probably one of the most important characters, and I'm so excited to see him take up 6 or 7 different episodes of the show.
You're not wrong
Do
there.
you think he will?
I don't think he's gonna make it in the show. I don't know.
No,
He's
got to be.
He's going to
to
get a spin-off.
Yeah, that he gets his own show.
Legit. Oh, like, do you think there could possibly be a fucking spin-off or antecedent kind of thing for the Wheel of Time show?
No, I think the cartoon like origins attached to that season will just be all about Val and Luca.
What would be the spin-off?
Val and Luca.
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
I don't know.
Willie
It's a
Stickman's
tiny-
here. Hi, Willie
Some sort of
Stickman.
circus episode.
He's changing headlights and
Lights
taillights on a car. Okay.
CRV. Yeah, good luck with your Honda.
Hyundai.
I know. No, that's a different car.
You're thinking,
No, that's Hyundai.
you're thinking about Hyundai. I'm out.
One
These
cap,
jokes are
one cap on
so-
each side, so you have to turn the page. God damn it, Luke, should I feel like you should just be on our show and take care. Just replace one of us, because I mean you're so much funnier than we are.
Jono, do an entry for fuck's sake.
This one's not. So right below that is it says Valda comment Eamon see rape.
See Raper. Yeah.
That's not what it says.
Before we jump off Valaluca, he lives on the second
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah.
To me, this is a tragedy. He
Jump off the
was
second
kind
floor,
of
nothing on that.
he was a cocky but
Bukaki.
charismatic. He was a bukkake but charismatic character.
Yeah,
He threw his heart out to Nynaeve. Nynaeve squashed it like it was a slug.
Yeah,
And I wish nothing but the best for Val and Luca.
he's not that bad.
He's
think
not
Luca
had-
that bad.
Do you think Luca had actual feelings for Nene?
he's not that bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He never proposed to anyone ever. He wanted
Yeah,
that
I think.
Nynaeve.
I mean, with
Tail.
those calves, he could have had any woman. You know?
Yeah. In fairness, he had real feelings for it. It's called a boner.
Dude had dozens. I mean, literally, Val and Luca had dozens, right?
Yeah,
Of
at least.
boners?
Of
Yeah, boners.
Dozens of boners.
boners
an
inside
Nynaeve,
of
yeah.
people.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you. I think he gets a little shortchanged by the reading audience, but
6 foot
also
tall change.
Nynaeve.
He's
I don't think
above
Nynaeve.
average.
She didn't crush him. She let
She
him down
tried.
sort of easy.
She was like, "Look how shitty these flowers are," and he's like, "Aw."
Oh, look
She
at
rebuffed
her.
his advances, but at the end of
Look.
the day, she was like, "Listen, I just don't have feelings for you that way." Like, I feel like she was nicer at the end.
She was a
Wasn't
little
she?
she was a little into it.
Yeah, I think. you
Yeah,
give
and
her
she was a
fucking-
little into it too.
You
I
give
think
her
she
one
liked it.
more country to pass. She's wet. Like she's moistening up every walk.
Dana says
it
it
was-
wasn't a marriage proposal.
I thought it was.
If they were overstepping her.
If it-
I feel like it was.
If it wasn't for Lan, would she have been more into it, or did she just like the
100%.
attention?
100%.
That's a
One
good
for Rand,
question.
like for Land. Yeah. Remember, she kept thinking about it, like blue is his favorite color, which we'll get to later on in the next section.
I mean, the way
what-
she reacts to him
Yeah.
is very
Yeah.
similar to the way she talks about Lan, how she's
Yeah.
angry all the time. Pisses her
Yeah.
off.
Yeah. See.
Oh.
See.
So what do you think never mind. It was a good sex joke. We'll move on to the next one then. I've got the next one. It's related to what she was wearing. Vandalra lace on page 779. Top entry.
Mm. Wait, Nynaeve misunderstood. He just wanted her to shack up with him. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe what she took as a marriage proposal was like, "Can you believe her proposed marriage?" And everyone else was like, "He just wants to bone. What are you talking about?"
Yeah. That's
If Lan is Nynaeve into it, if Lan is just in your name.
Valan, Luca.
Valan?
Ooh.
Yeah.
All she's been looking about.
I am now.
Valan Luca Mandragoran? Yeah.
Just, yeah.
Luke Dragarin. I like
Luke
that.
Dragarin.
Valan and Luke
What if
Dragarin.
it was Val and Al Luca? She'd have been like pretty hot.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. All right. Vandalra lace.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry. I'm just imagining. It's like, oh, he's when the time when they were sitting around, she finds out like he's the king of Malkir and the Lord of the Seven Towers. She's like, oh, that's fascinating. And said, Change it for Val because she's like, oh, he's the king of the circus.
He's the king of the circus.
It's incredibly hot.
He's got 7 Olifants.
It's just the Aladdin theme song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Johnny. You want to talk about lace?
I want to talk about lace.
Val and Luca's proposal is like den 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 den. That's good. I'm glad we got to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
I'm not done with it. Let's make more jokes.
Oh,
You
what
ain't
were you
never
trying to
seen
say?
calves like me.
Joe,
Yeah, you ain't never seen calves like me.
Yes, do this.
He's just making his calves bounce.
I just want you to
I like this more and more. You guys have really turned me all around on Val and Luca.
Damn fucking topic, Joe.
No, we're not going to.
Yeah, I don't care. I
Read
like
Van
that.
Dalmer lace.
Yes, we're doing it.
All right, Vandalra?
The shortest entry.
A cream-colored lace found on Elaine's Ebudari dress, specifically around the neck.
That's it.
Yep.
It's just gum. And then the guy just made up like, oh, that's type of lace. That's not Van Dalmer lace.
Tom, you have an entry? I mean, Tav.
Do I have an entry? Do I ever? Not really. Let's go to Van Deen.
Fuck yeah.
I like Van Deen. She's a great character.
So
No,
this is
I just wrote it's a bummer,
Yeah, because it is.
and then I just wrote I thought Jaime had been with her longer, which is insane because it was like 21 years, 22 years, but
It does feel like they
I
were.
felt like he'd been there the whole time, but instead he joined her like after she'd been an Aes Sedai for like nearly 200 years.
Mhm.
Oh, I think you're missing out on this century, man. Like, there's actually some fucking like I when I started reading this one, I was fascinated. Like, this is why we read this shit.
I didn't
So,
say that was all of it.
Well, all right, then finish. I sound like your wife, don't I? Well, finish.
I'm already gone. I've never heard that comment. I'm already downstairs.
I'm gonna go with a cigarette. All right. So listen to this. Van Deen actually had the potential better than her sister Aedelis, right?
Yeah. That was-
Well, yeah.
Who was her older sister, but because they learned in lockstep, Van Deen never actually fulfilled her full potential. So she, like, they actually say here that like it was kind of like slowed by 2, like that never happened. However, lifespan wise, Van Deen would have lived longer, regardless, because her potential was higher,
Yeah, which I found interesting.
which raises so many fucking questions.
I feel like we've touched on that before with either when Maria was on or maybe when Alan was on. But we definitely touched on that.
We talked about
idea.
lifespan. We talked about lifespan.
No, but it's specifically the lifespan like matches your power level.
yeah, but
So that
not-
that tracks to me.
but your potential in this case, right?
Yeah,
So what
which
if
is
you
that is
never-
interesting. Yeah.
What if you never learn to channel? You're just gonna live 300 years old and you never fucking channel?
Hey, Vano, what is your advice and key to healthy living? You're so old. I don't know. I just
yeah, learn to channel, or apparently be able to channel, you dick. That's it. It's fucking weird, right? Like, that's,
I have a lot of potential. I'm basically immortal. I have a lot of potential.
like, so I assume that like you have to have like cracked, channeled once.
You had
But
to
the idea,
you had to
like-
break the seal.
You broke the seal, right?
Yeah.
You just pee one time.
Yeah.
But once you've done it once, you're gonna live 300 years, regardless if you do it more or less. Never like fulfill it. That's a
live
weird
forever.
thing. Yeah, it's a weird thing. So I fucking
Dana
I
said,
read this-
I think you actually have to channel some to slow. And I mean, yes, I agree.
I presumably yeah, but it's apparently like, even if you channel just like a few times, you learn and never do it more. You slow to your eventual potential.
Is
right?
that true? I mean, I wonder what
That's what
the
it says,
ratio
right?
is there.
It says it right fucking here.
Well, I mean, yeah, but she like
mean, it's
she's
a
a
good
full
point.
Aes Sedai. Like she channeled a lot. You know, like it wasn't like
I get that, but that's not
Yeah.
what the point is.
I guess not. Yeah.
Even if you have the potential to live to 400 because of your strength, you channel once. If you live to like 120, that's impressive.
Just keep bumping up 20 years every time you.
Yeah.
What? So she's
Pretty old. Just
Everyone in your village is like, can't believe that bitch isn't dead yet.
she channeled a few times. So I think that's why.
Well, in the same little entry, it does say that Van Dien had the potential strength of 28, but never achieved it because her older sister was weaker. Some women who were close did not diverge greatly in strength, even if their potentials did.
Women hold each other back.
Do not hang out with losers.
That's the moral of this story.
That's the downside to being the hot chick in your group.
Maybe that's why Moraine and Siwan are so.
Find like the most overachieving must be the most popular then, because the bad ones would kind of drag you down.
Yeah. It's kind of what I was saying about Siwan and
makes a lot
Moraine.
of sense.
Yeah. They're really good because they're both so powerful.
It's
But it's
weird
because
that
they hung out with each other at potentially the same level.
It's weird that like Amazon and Wraith and others kind of felt like they needed to kind of like change a little bit of like kind of some of the underpinnings here. It all makes sense to me. Very disappointing.
Yeah.
Well, and it also makes sense that it goes the other way. That's why suddenly Avienda and Elaine are super powerful, because they hung out with Nynaeve and Edwin, and their super juice rubbed off.
Super juice. I love when super juice rubs off.
You should see what happens in the Black Tower. There's super juice everywhere.
Hey, somebody clip that moment where Joe says, "I love when super juice rubs off."
All right, y'all. Hey, I got a show to do. I'm gonna
All
go.
right. See you, man. Thanks for hanging out.
Bye. Love you. Bye.
Thank you, Brother Van. Or Brother
Who's
Van.
here? It's Jess from Tar Valon After Dark.
Oh,
Hi, sorry I'm late.
Hi, it's okay.
My calendar notifications didn't happen, so
You have missed so much.
I bet.
I mean, we had a good time laughing until you got here, so we're good.
Well, if I'm known for anything, it's for not having fun. So
Don't bring it down.
Jess, all I said
I
on the matter
love
was, you can
you.
do whatever you want, and we don't care because we love you. You know, so
Yeah.
whatever.
Aw,
How's it going?
it's too much.
Oh,
that's a
So
beautiful
we're
map.
doing V
Yes, V for vagina.
for vulva.
yeah, that's what we said. Yeah, what did we say?
Yeah, for Venus,
Or
for Vits,
V hole.
and Vlobs.
Vlov?
Monolinguist.
It's when
Yes,
jobs
yes.
grow on jobbies.
I love blowjob way more than I
I
should.
shoot myself out of a Vob cannon.
Oh my god, there's so many T's in this fucking book. What the shit?
I know, there's a lot of T's. There's
It
not a lot of
starts on
V's though, so
778.
we've killed a good amount of time here. Well, Tom, why don't you say an entry, and
All
we'll
right,
get
give
it.
me a minute. Well, 1 second. Let's go to
Volvalon.
go to page 784. I'll
Okay.
do that as well, I think.
Okay.
Much like my penis, this is of course a short section.
Good.
I'm not sure why she had
Oh,
less.
786, my bad.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
How dare you? How dare you make me flip another page?
shit.
Yes.
Go to Vit
Oh,
Alien.
frozen.
Battalion,
Battalion.
battalion.
I found this
All right.
entry to be like kind of run of the mill until the very end, and then I just got really bummed out.
All right. Serena's warder. He was broad-shouldered. Serene. Is it Serene or Serena? Oh,
Serene.
Serene. Wrote poetry comparing him to a leopard and other powerful, graceful, and dangerous animals. Left behind in Carrion when Serene went with Cadswain to Farmatting and beyond.
It's worth it.
What Whatever.
The Talion.
Okay. Helps Bashir and Logain find Rand at Algaren's manor in Tyr as the last battle approached. Serene and Vitalion engaged in a tempestuous affair. Interesting. They fought for the armies at Shayogol. Serene was compelled by Grendel Hessalam and used until her eyes were vacant. Vitalion was killed.
That's so dark.
That is really sad. And also, his name looks and sounds like some kind of like prescription.
Yeah, it sounds like a
like
prescription
a vitamin
drug.
from outer space.
Vitalion is definitely like. What do you think it is? Like, it's.
Have you been compelled? Try Vitalion.
Yeah. I don't know. What it's.
Vitalion causes instant death in all of its users.
It might be the darkest thing I've ever read in this book.
Yeah.
That's probably not true.
Oh yeah, she was used up until her eyes were vacant and he died. Like, fuck.
So, you know.
Try Vitalion.
Vitalion is a boner pill for sure. It does have Vita in it.
Vita, yeah. I appreciate that very much. Good job, Tommy Bear.
Yeah, I found the entries that I was finding this more depressing than entertaining.
Is it depressing because we're reaching the end of the companion, Tom?
Yeah, that's
I'll
right.
tell you what. I had endless fun. Let's go back to 779.
Wait, so Vitalion
Let's
is
do
now
it.
a dead leopard. He's just chopped his head off, mounted to a wall.
Venora
going?
Karen. No reason to read it.
Well, this is depressing too.
Yeah, but it's funny. It's funny. So Vess, like one of the things that I have really fucking loved in this companion is that we've actually gotten an enumeration of every one of Jacob Carradin's family.
Yeah.
Which
is
if you
dark
remember,
as fuck.
Like every other
Jacob
letter.
Carradin's family all has to die
Yeah.
in just horrible ways.
Yeah.
To keep them on track.
Yeah, which
Doesn't work.
no, it seems excessive.
Yeah, he
Or
dies.
we got given to a murder all, so apparently that's supposed to punish him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Did not
I mean,
work.
how much does he care about his extended family?
Well, this is his favorite sister. Says it right here.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, he's kind of a dickbag though, so like how much does a favorite anything really like?
Well, you know.
Whoa. Jacob Karen was a dick.
Yes, Dan, we can show the picture of Varen. I mean Van, sorry. Yeah, yeah, that is depressing. That's sad.
I just, again, I hope of the things that should be in the show, if you want to make it dark,
Oh my
put
god.
fucking Jacob
What is
Carradin.
this?
Yeah.
That's what I want.
I mean, even the sentence like straddling the favorite sister and her death, basically. Lived in Kamara and just liked to ride in the forest. Just like, just a quaint little life.
Yeah.
I'm bummed
She had
out.
few joys in life. Then she was given to Myrdral.
Go to page 784.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Let's do
we
justice.
Getting dark.
Given by Samael to Myrdral to punish Jacob for his failures. There are very, again, for Jordan's pretty oblique with what the fuck's going on, but it's obvious that the Myrdral have
Birching.
yeah, like they just fucking raped the shit out of her.
Oh yeah, no, there's 100% that going on.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the Dark One's three-pronged plan, you know?
Oh, we know that. Headaches and weather.
Headaches, rape,
rape.
and weather. We all know that. That's all he ever did.
I mean, if the weather sucks.
Oh, you think
have a
it's going to be
headache,
wintertime? Guess
if
what?
You're getting raped. I mean,
How about
that's the
summer for a really long time?
I would feel like that's the end.
Oh, is it summertime? It's supposed to be.
You stupid
Hot?
dicks. You talked over
How
each
about
other
some
with the
snow?
same rape joke.
Oh, Egwene, you're going to be the Amirlan seat? How about a lot of headaches? Not
All right,
getting out of that?
You know
That's
what
how
I
we'll
mean?
take you down. That was how they tried to take her down for like 3 books. Headaches and weather. So you're gonna
Meanwhile,
be
just
leaders, but
lots
I'm
of
not
rape
sure
out
I'm
of
not gonna be able to do it. There's so much snow. Oh, my head hurts.
We remember Kadir's favorite sister. That's true.
Killed himself.
I'll
Or
pour
kid.
one out.
Yeah. Do you think
All
he
right, go
had
to-
to rape her? Ooh, interesting question. Did Kadir have to rape his own sister to kind of like really follow?
No.
his plan?
Can an inflated skin
Definitely.
sack do such a thing?
Looking down,
He's
I
a-
can tell you the answer
He's a
is
balloon man.
yeah.
he's a hot air balloon.
He had to put it in and then blow it up. Anyway,
Someone threw a string around him and just floated away, like looking for honey in a tree, like fucking Winnie the Pooh. I think.
next entry.
Oh, what is it?
I thought Vess had one going.
Next entry is
Oh, Vess, you want to get
784.
You got something?
Nope.
Oh,
Sorry, Vess got co-opted by
okay.
sexist.
that's
Tom.
fine. I was just thinking that we could lighten it up a little bit. Also,
Yeah.
on page 79,
Me
we
too.
have Vandalra lace, which is a cream-colored lace found on Elaine's Abudari dress.
Oh.
So that's nice.
That's
You'd be
Pretty
wrong
good. It's
about
fun.
that because Jono brought it up earlier and called it a cum necklace.
and there we are.
And there
That was technically lightening up the dress.
Why is Chisel City selling cars now? There's just a banner attached to Kadir's leg. It's like weekend sale.
Fuck.
I love that idea. All right,
So that's
Tom,
the
what
full page.
were we gonna say?
Just go to 784 and look at
Okay.
view wall.
Yeah.
What?
View wall. Which, by the way,
View wall.
Yeah, we can discuss that as if it's some sort of hologram or
Yeah, view wall,
show,
everybody.
or the
Green
laser
screen.
show. I don't know.
mainstream.
A
not even
device
into-
from the Age of Legends
mean-
that allowed the user to create any illusion on the walls of a room, such as a forest.
Is it a projector screen in my backyard? Yeah.
It's a frame TV.
Yeah.
It's a piece
Is
of
it
artwork, and then also you can watch TV on it.
I mean, is it Tupac appearing at the Super Bowl, or is it like even more boring than that?
I think it's a green screen.
A green
Although
screen.
technically, green screen is just like a past tense or a future tense view wall. So I guess it's not that.
Van says it's a big TV. I agree with. I think it's more like, I don't think it's a TV. I think it's more like, like those depressing windows in like futuristic movies when it's all like decrepit outside and destroyed, and then they have like a screen that they pull down and it's all like a nature
and it's
scene.
all like pretty. It makes you
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like maybe
Like in Back to the Future
Yeah.
2, when he's like, let's go to the beach.
What?
You know?
How did
like
you
that.
make view wall? Oh, you made this sad too. V is a bummer.
Yeah, V is a bummer.
He is a bummer. Okay, still on 784. Here's one that's maybe not a bummer. Vestus, a captain in Bryn's army who participated in the rescue of Egwene from the tower and gave Bryn a casualty report. So the casualty part is sad, but it doesn't say that he died, so we got that going for
Well,
him.
also, we don't know the results of his report. He could have said like, "Hey, we all made it that
No
time."
one did. Yeah,
Yeah,
no one died.
No one
That's
died.
true. That's true.
Or
Okay,
at
no
the
one
very
died.
end of it, he just says "and me" and kills himself.
Just keeled over.
Based
Yeah.
on how everything's gone in the V section so far, I wouldn't be shocked if it was just like, and then he died. Like just one more sentence tacked on, and then he was killed.
Still, my favorite part of it, Vitellian's entry. It's just the very end. Then he died.
And then he died.
Not how or anything. Just he's gone.
Vestas sounds like an expensive car brand or an electric car. It sounds like an electric car to me. The new Honda Vestas.
I want to go to page 779.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay.
Varon Marskasiev.
Okay. Oh, he's on 2 pages. High seat of the House Markasiev
Yep, Markasiev.
and Lord of Canluum.
That's good enough.
Andor.
So, hold on, Joe. Joe, I don't want you to go any further. For those of you who aren't don't know, Jordan sometimes loved anagrams. And in this case, Canloom is an anagram of what?
Well, I'm guessing the word comes in there because it's you.
Land you come. That's it. That's it.
Nynaeve had Canloom tattooed on her
105.
Yeah.
Land you come. That's it. Next entry.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Did you need an entry to make your
He
can?
was a proud man.
Well, it's talking about
I put it on
ceremony
Twitter
that would have
too.
ensued. What ceremony? I don't remember this.
Oh, twat ceremony.
When they entered Kanloom to avoid the ceremony, which would
New
have
Spring.
ensued.
New Spring.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. If we're talking about land in Bukkake, it's got to be New Spring.
I was literally just thinking Bukkake because that's totally what it looks like.
Again. Land you come.
Oh,
Very thematic.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? It's you know what? I didn't see it before, Jono. It was a stretch, but now I get it.
You know what else is a stretch?
A vacuole.
I mean, I'm waiting to hear.
It's my asshole.
Okay.
That's not where I thought you were going with that. It's considering we're on V.
Yeah, that's not.
My vacuole.
Oh, Vess. I'm glad you're here, Vess.
I am glad to be here, Jov. We can talk about my problematic fave, Val and Luca.
We did talk about him
did-
quite a
we
bit,
did that
but
a
we
little
can
bit
talk
too,
about
but
him more. I'm all for
I
talking
mean-
about him more.
We always want to hear different voices.
Yeah.
Well,
What makes him your problematic fave?
A lot of people talk about how, like, the way that he flirts with Nynaeve is kind of harassy. And I guess I can see that, but I don't know. I just think that he's charming and fun.
Isn't
I mean,
he-
he's in charge and he's the boss.
Isn't she technically the boss? She's the one giving him the money.
Oh wait, no, but she's an employee of his.
No,
Yeah,
she's
I mean,
paying.
that's true. There is a
She's
power.
paying.
Well, she's
Oh.
pretending to be an employee.
I'd say there's
I
a
guess.
power struggle.
This should be
I
an
feel like a power
HR
struggle is
fucking
probably
discussion.
more.
Yeah, right. And it's
of
Nynaeve we're talking about, so I guarantee at no point did she feel like he had power over her.
No, I
Yeah.
never got that impression. I think she was more like, for real, dude.
Yeah. All right.
And
Yeah,
afterwards,
no, that
All
makes
right,
sense.
so Vess, we asked this earlier, but do you think Nynaeve was ever like secretly kind of into it?
I can see Nynaeve secretly being like flattered by it and hating herself.
What if
For it.
Nynaeve was on the
Hmm.
road and she'd never met Land before? Would she be into Val and Luca?
It's not nice to call a woman on the road. Jesus, man.
I think.
Therefore,
Why Shizzle brought up a good point. And according to everyone else, Nynaeve was flirting back and encouraging. I agree with that. I feel like that was my impression when I read it, at least. I feel like she was like
Well, I guess Vess,
oddly flattered or like overly flattered and kind of like not shoving him away as quickly or as thoroughly as she probably could have if she really didn't want.
Final
his
question for
advances.
Vess: does Nynaeve like people with the word "land" in their name?
I mean, that might just be it.
That might be it.
Yeah.
That might be it.
That might be her kink.
That's her kink. That's what she's into. No judgment.
yeah. Hey, you want to
What
go
your
do
name?
planks? Land in it. We're doing planks. Yeah.
Well, and he was supposed to be like, wasn't he?
Nynaeve's favorite city, Atlanta.
And he is supposed to be like good looking. Yeah.
Like good looking and charming and kind of, bombastic, but that probably would annoy some people, but
And good at his job. King at the circus.
Planters.
She could be queen at the circus.
you could be, I would rather be queen of the circus than queen of Malkier because at least the circus.
One of them exists. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say you play with that tightrope all day. What's that?
And also, I guess the circus doesn't have some sort of creepy lizard swimming around in its legs at all times.
That is true.
Wrong.
And it's not surrounded by stuff that will kill you.
Wrong still. All right, let's move around. I'm done here. Jess, do you speak any Spanish?
No, not really.
Are we going to Narg's thing?
Nope. We're going to the bottom of 781. Nynaeve, the Veneer Mountain.
Fuck those 7 towers. We have 3 rings.
Again, the people in the audience. Are mentioning it.
I mean, why Shizzle? I mean,
Well, and actually,
we go way back.
Veneer is
Almira
actually
Barnum-Bale.
Wait, where am I?
We're going to the
The
Veneer
bottom
Mountains.
of page 781.
That's correct.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
That's actually a French verb as well.
Oh, okay.
Veneer.
So my second college degree was Spanish. So
Nice.
venir means to come. These are
Is it come or go? Let me look.
the come mountains.
Oh, my computer is running so fucking slow. Why are you like this?
Tell me they're at least snow.
Well, you're coming in strong on the stream, so that's all I care about.
That's
I'm
good.
coming strong on your stream too.
Yeah, you're talking about.
That's all I got for that whole fucking entry. That's
After this, the only entries I have are Varen and the Vileness.
oh, those are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I still have a lot more. I went nuts on the V section. Buy a shirt.
I'm sure Wes is really happy about that.
I went nuts on the V section. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Um,
Oh, Tom just ran away.
Let me know when you're ready
Forever.
for more me or
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Also on page 781, Veruata. I just need you to read the quotation because my mom taught me differently.
I assume not the old tongue part.
You correct them. Yeah.
A woman is most resourceful with a knife at her throat.
My mom taught me similar, different noun. Vessu is a cock in her mouth.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Tuan's great-great-great-grandmother. I like that part.
Glad she lived that long.
What do you mean Tuan recalled her saying?
Maybe she lived that long. Maybe she channeled.
Jesus.
Or maybe she potentially
I mean,
could.
great. That's a lot.
Again, potentially could have channeled because
Who is
Tuan.
her,
Oh shit! So that actually, so Vess
her
like legitimately-
grandmother's mother's mother.
Yeah, that's a
That's
lot. I mean, like, great-grandmother, sure. Great, that's a little crazy. Great? That's a lot.
This actually ties together, and this is like bizarrely, like, and I apologize for being actually excited about this. So earlier, like Van Dien is in this chapter, right, Vess? So in part of Van Dien's entry, it talks about the fact that like potential guides lifespan, which I think we have some questions around, or channeling potential, obviously, right? So how that does or doesn't interact, right? Like, what if you never channel? Therefore you never kind of got there. Fuck.
Go
Yeah.
on.
The Marmalade Jam thing kills me. So like in the companion, it says potential guide's lifespan. Obviously, Tuan can use an Adam, which means she has the potential to channel. So it wouldn't be out of character for her great grandmother to have lived long enough to have told her some shit.
Yeah. I guess theoretically.
I still think it's very odd that just the potential to channel guides your lifespan.
Do we know that that's... I
Maybe
thought
they
it was
were
the actual
not necessarily...
act of channeling that did it.
So Tuan is a channeler, so the other women in her family might be long-lived if they were trained Suldam, which
Ah,
is what
okay.
I was thinking, John.
That's what I just said.
I know, but not necessarily that they can channel or learn to channel, is that they were literally training Suldam, almost vicariously learning to channel,
Well, of course, anyone who's a soul down can like that's de facto the same thing.
Yeah, so maybe her family is really long-lived for that reason. That's interesting.
And that's again, that's kind of where I'm going though. But it's bizarre. Yeah. Like you would think that it would almost.
It's really weird that we had two instances of this. Well, possibly coming up in just this section. Yeah, just this area. Yeah.
But you would think that would have been said like, "Hey, the Empress's family, they lived for 200 years." Like, well, that's what. Like that would be something that
It would also like kind of add to that like their godly right to rule kind of thing, sort of like they live for a long time. Like the Empress, may she live forever. I mean, Weishazul just said that, but like, basically just that idea. I mean, that there's a lot of weight to that. Interestingly, I like that.
Yeah, it's become very sexual. I like it.
I mean, Tuan recalled her saying blank, 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 it could be like, this is a saying from your great-great-grandmother. There's nothing... I mean, that doesn't explicitly say she literally heard it, although that's how I read it.
You're not wrong. Like, so her saying could be literally her saying, or
Yeah.
it is the saying.
There's an old saying for your great-great-grandmother, passed down to you. Now, here it is, you know, whatever. I mean, like, that could be misread that way, but, like...
Yeah, it's ambiguously worded.
Yeah,
Or
the way it
misread.
reads to me, though, is that she literally heard it. But, I mean, you know, that we could just be mistaken, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Or forsaken.
Or forsaken. Yeah, that's true.
Speak for yourself.
All right,
Or
Jess,
chosen,
what's up?
as I
I serve
choose
the
to call
light.
it.
No, you don't.
I mean, no.
It's
That's what you
arguable.
got next there.
That's Vess's show, Tar Valon After Light.
It's true. Tar Valon, in the morning.
The morning after. That's what you should change that.
Take it as a pill. You're good to go.
Every episode is just you're horribly hungover.
Oh,
Hey.
God.
Let's talk about the books.
God. I've been off the sauce for a while. I don't drink that much. I mean, I drink a lot of Dragon Con, but I always drink a lot of Dragon Con.
Yeah.
But, yeah, my husband and I decided to pick up some whiskey, and we overdid, and it was perfect.
When?
Okay, good.
It's good. A couple weeks ago.
Oh.
Don't knock that over.
I get my wife hungover like every 3 weeks at least, and my response is like, well, I don't fucking know. And just make her get drunk again. Really
I mean,
fast.
if you haven't been drinking for a little while and then you go whiskey, you're asking for trouble.
Not
It's
really.
hard to go home,
Yeah. No,
You risk it,
I'm there with you.
Yeah.
I just never go home. Do you guys want to talk about the elephant in the room, Varen? And I mean that literally.
Oh, damn it.
I had to get another drink, and yes, I love that joke very much. You sexist prick.
Thomas, you want to talk about Varen?
Yeah, let's do it.
What do you want to talk about her?
How she's a fucking badass.
She is a badass. That is completely true. Yeah, I love her.
It's pretty
Like,
she has
straightforward.
Greatest double agent in the history of ever.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I would say the
How was
entry
that
kind
turn
of
for you? That was amazing.
I was
the
like,
entry in the the entry in the book kind of takes away from
How
her
awesome
power
that is.
move. Her power move at the end where she kills herself purposely to.
Well, I mean, the entries are meant to be like short, like this happened, this happened, this happened. So I mean, I get it, but pretty
Do you
awesome.
think it's weird? Do you think it's weird that Varen's entry was so much longer than Val and Luca's?
I think
it's odd to me considering how much Val and Luca does and contributes to the story. It does seem odd, but
At the least,
Nobody
I
asked
I mean,
me.
Varen's there for a lot of key moments, like a lot.
Yeah, she
like the
is.
cleansing of the taint. You know,
Are you saying Val and Luca's not there for a lot of key moments?
Yeah.
no,
fuck off,
he's just
you know?
there a lot. He's not there for key, like important moments.
What
What's-
about the
all right.
time that Elaine?
Like Valen was, like, or I mean, like Varen was like Battle of Two Rivers. She was there at Dumais Wells. She was there.
All right, I have a
cleansed the
legit,
taint. She went with him to Far Matting.
legitimate
she's all over the
question.
place.
everywhere.
But
Yeah.
legitimate question: what's more difficult, cleansing the taint or doing
Tightrope
a
walk.
cartwheel on a tightrope?
Please note.
Elaine would
Hold
say
on,
cartwheel.
before you answer, note that she stopped using the power by the end of the time she was
Yep.
doing the tightrope walking.
She very much did.
So, and then Elaine graduated circus school. With honors.
Right.
With honors.
Wow! Oh, shit!
Magna
So-
cum laude.
She healed Matt and the dagger.
Don't do
Like,
it, Jono.
Varen crushes it. Are you kidding? She's
Come loud?
super high.
Yeah.
Varen is the Velma of this Mystery Incorporated.
That's too easy because like the mental image is like Robert Jordan watched Scooby Doo that morning. Like that's
It's
exactly
like, you know
how
what
it.
you
I like it specifically. It's that morning. That's what I like about that.
It's just, oh, Jinkies. Oh, here's my
I
character.
like this. Let me.
Uh,
How about Varen?
There was no TV in that office.
that's
That's
true.
true. Just a lot of
but
books.
fantasy.
But Tom, when we were walking by that one shelf, there was like 7 or 8 books in a row that was just like Scooby-Doo mysteries.
Yeah, the weirdest part if you go upstairs in the house and you're walking by that weird on the way to the bathroom where it's got that fake closet where you can push it in and there's all the guns and shit inside.
Yeah.
Is
The
the
hidden
one
closet,
part where that cartoon Velma head pops out and it's like Jinkies.
Yeah,
Jinkies.
which was because it's like it's not a haunted house; it's just there for him. So that was weird, right?
Yeah, I never expected that.
And remember, I was like, Alan, did you add this later? And he's like, no, it was all Robert.
No, it just always had a Jinkies.
He always called it Jim, which we all know what that meant.
Well, yeah, no, I'm translating for the audience.
Our
Our
Also,
viewers and our listeners.
there was also
working
the skeleton, which of course was dressed up to look like a live character. To the corner.
Jinkies.
Jinkies.
Live character.
Joe's not even on the screen. He's just, what are you talking?
Well, I didn't mute. I just ran to get a beer.
Behind, like, the skeleton that's behind it. It's got the fucking hat on. It doesn't matter. Never mind. I guess we should go to show.
Did anything about Varen's entry like stick?
Stand out?
I mean, other than what you know from the books.
So there's actually only. She's younger than I expected.
Let Vess answer the question.
I apologize, Bess. There's something about women's voices.
Fuck up, man.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I love you.
She does.
I didn't realize that she had thought about marrying someone.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I thought that was very interesting.
She spoke fondly of him. A boy named Edwin.
I remember that.
Yeah, I do. Because I think she uses that as a.
Oh, why she likes Matt at all?
No,
he had a
there's
mischievous
back
smile.
character that she makes up, I think, at one point that's got like a similar last name.
Yes.
Is that right?
That's right.
Because
That's from our fucking Dungeons and Dragons episode.
Oh, yeah.
What's that? Watch tWoTcast
That's so
on this
sad.
channel whenever we start doing it again.
That's what it is. That's what it is. I saw that and I was like, why do that?
She uses his name for an alias in Farmanning.
Mm.
Yeah, thank you, Luke.
There we go. Yeah. Okay, so
Oh, that's that's another
Code
reason why
name.
she's so fucking badass that she just like goes incognito into the city where there is an active arrest warrant. Like,
oh yeah, I wanted to
whatever.
talk about that part a little bit. The Farmanning, like, it's not like they have a computer console that they can be like, let me just see known aliases. Oh, you're entering the city. You know what I mean? Like what? How long ago were these crimes that she committed? What were they? And were they actually important enough for them to be like, just have her picture next to a guard post for like 40 years? You know what I mean? Like, kind of like, how valid is her concern? That's
How
what I'm
valid?
trying to,
I mean, I got the strong impration that like
that it was valid, right?
they're petty enough to hold a grudge. You know?
Do you think the gatekeeper guard is just like flipping through like a notebook? No.
with like drawings?
No. Here she is. Yeah, with drawings of their
what if
faces, wanted posters.
That guard gets that job when he's 18, and by the time he's like,
Yeah, and he's like 47. He's
58.
like, I remember.
he's like 30. He's like, yeah, I saw this drawing 30 years ago. There's no way this bitch is showing up. And then 10 years later, like, are you still being vigilant, waiting for her to show up?
You're goddamn
That's
right.
what I'm saying. Like, how long are they actually watching out for? I mean, they know she's an Aes Sedai, presumably, based on the way she's
Why would
acting.
they ever suspect anyone in their town is an Aes Sedai? Because you can't fucking channel there.
That doesn't mean that I said I wouldn't go there. I mean, they wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
go
Well, it
there.
depends when this
But
happens. right?
It also depends on what her crimes were.
But I feel
the
like
impression that I got was that she was more worried that there were certain people who were still around who might recognize her. Particularly given the fact that she is Aes Sedai and hasn't aged, and they're gonna like it isn't even like
They're
she's
gonna
like,
like
well, I'm old
instantly
now.
remember and be like,
So
I'm
they're
60 and
not
I
gonna-
remember her
yeah.
from when I was 30. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Maybe it's a dark
you know.
friend thing.
yeah, because I feel like I guess I thought it was it could have been Cadswing, who is also from the same place. That she hadn't gone there since, right? So obviously that's been 100 years plus. But again,
That looks like her, but she should be older.
I was surprised by how young she was. Like she's only
That
100
looks like that woman that murdered 17 people, but she should be older. I mean, that was when
by
I was
60
20.
years. 160 years.
I'd forgotten. I'd also forgotten that Thomas was a dark friend.
Oh yeah.
Is that
I
weird?
would
You're an
read that
ace
as
high and you're just like a reluctant dark friend, and you don't really actually do anything. But then your warder's just like, yeah, let's murder somebody.
No. Her warder. I went and looked it up. Thomas is. He feels bad for what he is and wants to be kind of like what the fuck?
Redeemed?
Yeah, thank you. It started with an R and I was not there.
So they're the same
Good.
page.
Artar.
Yeah, I think that she bonded him once she found out that he was also a dark friend, but didn't want to do dark friend stuff anymore. So she's like, okay, team.
Perfect warder for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to be a dark friend either? I trust you. Let's get together for life.
Guess what? I'm secretly a dark friend.
Well, I was also fascinated, but she only turned a dark friend, and again, it was about being caught, and she just went with it, in 929, so 70 years ago. Right? Like, that's really, very recent. Again, 70 years is recent is kind of a relative thing. But
yeah, relative to her, sure, yeah.
Yeah, but that's half her age, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that seems late. You'd be, I think that they would be kind of suspicious, but also seems very kind of later than I would have assumed, or earlier than I would assume. Really, it gets it's a very confusing date almost.
That's some Asmodean vibes of, he wants to be the best musician ever and learn every song ever, and she just wants to do everything ever, and all of a sudden, just like, oh, okay, dark.
And then she learned about the Black Asha and was like, oh shit.
I mean, it makes sense to me.
Like,
I want to know what they know too.
Well,
Yeah.
no, my understanding is that she was given a choice. You can either turn dark friend or we'll kill you. And she's like, okay, well, I don't want to die. So fuck you guys. Sure, I'll be a dark friend.
I
and
actually
I will
like
use all
that
the
less.
things I find out against you. So,
Yeah. I actually like that less because I always assumed she reached, well, not the end, but reached the end of knowledge that she could find without being a dark friend, and then just went down that path purposefully,
No.
Yeah, I know,
Wrong.
which is obviously not true, but I always thought of her in that respect, I'm going to infiltrate them on purpose to find out more that I would never know if I wasn't one of them.
Didn't have a choice.
Yeah,
that was the choice that she made. Yeah, but she didn't she went dark friend under duress.
Yeah, she was trying to look up what the fuck these people did, that kind of thing, because she was suspicious, because she is an agent of the light, and then wanted to know what the fuck's happening, followed one rumor too far, got caught, and said, "Oh, I only got caught because I want to be a dark friend." Kind of just jumped in.
The idea that you could get close to figuring out who are Black Aja, and then they would come to you and be like, "Well, you almost got us." So
I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you, pesky.
So you're gonna have to join us, and you're like, who made that decision on the Black Aja side? Just she's about.
Well,
to
I mean, she almost figured out who we are. I guess let's invite her.
That's insane.
It was
let's
mummy.
invite her in.
It was actually the Amirlan.
Vess?
Yeah. What? I missed it.
It was just
He said something about the Amirlan.
Oh.
Brother Van requested we do this.
That's horrible.
Amazing. It's actually, I think it's a great picture. It's not quite how I see her. It looks like
That's not how I
Alida
see her.
is doing a Golo commercial briefly, but because to me, Baron looks older.
She's got moxie. Let's recruit her.
I think I view Baron as a young Angela Lansbury.
Dark acquaintance. Yeah. You know what? Edsel drew. We did that calendar thing where we all did a bunch of pieces for that year, and Edsel did Varen drinking the tea and kind of on the bed and Egwene's next to her and stuff, and I always loved that portrayal of that character. I think he nailed it, but I think he kind of modeled her after M.
She's got Moxie Lex Recruiter. Is,
What's her name?
The best. It's-
What's her
Judy,
name? Yeah, Judi Dench. Thank you, Judi Dench. Yeah, he kind of Judi Denched her in the image, if I recall correctly. My memory's hazy. But I think Judi Dench is kind of. I mean, he made it kind of. He younged her up a little bit for the Ageless Face
Young
thing.
her
yeah,
up.
a young Angela Lansbury.
So you think Varen
watch
looks like a pot of tea?
I don't know. What didn't you watch a Wheel Time spinoff from the Amazon show called Varen She Wrote? I would.
Shit, yeah. I would watch the fuck out of that.
I know who wouldn't.
Every episode just ends with her like scrawling in her notebook.
I mean,
Yeah, she's a spidery script too.
That's fantastic. I found so many murderers recently that I have to become one.
and they realized I found them, and they accepted me. We're friends.
Okay. Luke, I said Kathy Bates has always been my Varen headcanon, so that picture works for me. Okay.
Yeah.
See that?
Valid.
Waterboy version of Kathy Bates, just butchering like weird catfish.
Yeah, she always has ink on her nose. I actually liked that was in the entry. Like, she rubbed her nose when she was thinking a lot, and then because she's doing like writing with ink all the time, got on her face all the time, which is adorable. Varen's the best.
Yep. 100%.
Hold up. We have an entrant in the B section who is a possible who else is the best. Let's go to page 781.
I put my book down a long time ago. I'm not picking it back up.
Shut up. Valina Bahar. And I will read to you why she's competition.
Okay.
About 8 lines down on the right, Valina Bahar, said by many to be the coolest, most self-possessed woman in the tower. Valina Bahar is the coolest woman in the tower, man.
I mean, she sounds cool. She's a bad girl, right? Black Aja.
Oh, thank God Vess jumped in. Me and Joe were just like, okay.
Yeah, I had nothing. I was reading the entry. I didn't read that one.
No, it's not my fault you didn't do your work, man.
Hey,
This is the coolest person in this
don't
tower.
yell at me, Jono. I mean, Vano.
She's
Twat
the
badge.
Chester Cheetah of the White Tower.
Just stupidly oversized shades that would stick up. Holy shit! Do you see Valina? Yeah, she's fucking cool.
See what Valina Bahar said?
Don't mess with her. She was one of the 2 women on the Supreme Council who knew Alvirian's name. The other was Sador Dejena.
So George Jono.
Despite reports from the Shanshan, she did not believe that Adam existed. Her name was listed in Varen's book, but she fled the tower and avoided capture. That's an interesting end to that.
Yeah, that cool bitch still alive.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta be if you're that fucking cool. You know?
She's somewhere definitely smoking cigarettes and eating Cheetos.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Wait, does Chester Cheetah smoke cigarettes?
Why wouldn't he?
Most likely. You don't think Chester
Look
Cheetah
at
looks
him.
like Joe Camel? Come on.
He's just smoking Cheetos.
That's his cousin, Joe Campbell. That's his
Oh, yeah, that's what he does.
I literally have an orange pen.
smokes
I picked up
Cheetos.
the wrong pen for that.
He smokes Cheetos. Makes a lot of sense.
You okay? Yeah. Really high on this Cheeto dust.
What's funny is trying to like figure out my notes. Just said Valina Bahar, she's so fucking cool. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? I actually read the entry 3 different times.
What, you drew us to this for that?
Yeah, that was it. Just
You
she's
could
a
have just
fucking...
ended the episode.
No,
Yeah,
I've got
she's
so
super
much
cool.
more. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's Tom, have you read the V section?
Yeah, it's
It's come
8
all over
pages
it like
long.
3 times.
All right, I want to go to page 787.
All right. 787. Voice of the Blood.
Bram Torcuman.
Oh, sorry.
The fuck kind of name is Torcuman? It's a terrible
Ram.
I don't need you to read this at all, Joe. I know Joe's first inkling is just to fucking read it. Or inclination, not inkling. I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but clearly Sanderson did not like him. Like, that's it. I don't know who this guy is, but it's definitely an object of ire.
Well, then we should read it.
A distant cousin of Queen Zenobia, appointed Lord of Meridon in her absence. He was also a dark friend and refused to let Itilrulde and his troops into the city. Ioli, a Saldean officer, took matters into his own hands to save the Domini and imprisoned Torcuman. After Rand appeared and defeated the Shadowspawn, Torcuman went mad and put out his eyes with a writing quill. Jesus Christ.
His wife jumped to her death.
His wife jumped to her death. It's amazing. Why didn't you want me to read that?
It's definitely someone Sanderson fucking hated. Or, again, Team Jordan. But, like, whoever the fuck that was based on was just like...
He stabbed himself in the eyes with a pen.
Yeah.
A quill.
Yeah, which
It's a
seems
pen.
difficult.
For all...
Do you think he had, like, a
Right?
jar filled with quills, and he's like, not quite, next, and, like, kept doing... I mean, that's hard.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah. His wife jumped to her death. I wonder if she was a dark friend. She didn't really say.
Yeah, she
Or
was.
she could have been very athletic and just...
Yeah, remember that part? That was a massive part of that book.
Massive.
I've got another one unless Jess or Tom has anything.
No, I got nothing.
Why just said Rand was really bright during that day.
That's really true.
Stabbed my eyes out with his pen.
Gotta jump off the tower.
See the light coming off that guy?
Please note, I am not trying to end this episode. I know it's my ending, and I'm well aware of that, and I've got way more.
Hey, listen, we're doing fine.
I mean, I'm not.
Plus,
I'm not
Vess
afraid.
just
I'll
joined us
just walk
halfway
away.
through.
I know, that was my... I feel really bad.
Oh, no. Don't be silly.
Oh, it went very well.
Vess or Joe, I would love for you to read page 797, Vora, and tell me what you think Vora is based on.
The Sarangrial bearing her name, a white fluted wand, was one of the most powerful held by the White Tower. I mean, we all
For
know,
some
right?
reason, actually, it makes me think of Vor.
Now, really, I got vulva.
Of course you did.
Yeah. But also, let's put some things together here.
Yeah.
Her name, white fluted wand,
Mm-hmm.
powerful, held by a bunch of women.
Okay.
Do you know what fluted means?
Yeah. That's what my question was.
Because
Yeah, it's not this
fluted
time.
edges. Fluted edges are a little bit kind of... They're not sharp per se, but they're not rounded.
Yeah.
And I would not put that
Anywhere near that.
anywhere.
Anywhere near your vulva.
No.
Interesting,
Doesn't matter which
interesting.
way they're going. No. Hard pass.
Interesting. You know, it's a soft.
You know
pass.
how like swords have that like that dip, that concave
The
curve? So
fulcrum?
like what? No, not a fulcrum. What are you talking about? You know, the concave indention in the sword, so when you stab someone, it allowed for the blood, like the air, it wouldn't get suctioned into the body and you
Yeah.
could pull the sword out. That's what the fluted rod was for.
For stabbing?
Yes.
For release.
Oh, fuller.
Yes.
Oh,
No,
fuller.
for stabbing.
Isn't it a fuller?
Definitely not fluted for her pleasure.
Just look up like a fluted tart
Column. Look up a fluted column and that'll describe it to you.
and yeah, you'll see that that's not something that you want in your zone.
Yeah, no, it sounds horrible.
I mean, some people might be into that, and I'm not judging, but
I mean, I love the
gonna be a no for
fluted
me.
wand Vora's Sarangrial for the scenes with Egwene and the taking of the White Tower,
Yeah,
the
honestly,
Shan
I'm
attack.
looking at
It's so awesome.
It's kind of.
It's like
you
my
know,
favorite
kind of-
thing ever.
So
It might be one of my favorite scenes in the entire series, honestly.
fluid.
is that safety pin?
What?
Fluid.
No.
That's not it.
That.
That's not what fluted means.
No, that's not what fluted looks like.
All right. I'll try something else with fluted.
Like a fluted
That's a
column.
fluted-
That's
Why Shizzle said, well, the Aiel embrace pain, so maybe for them.
Fluted glass. Honestly, this looks like what my mom's dildos are. You know what? Why don't you show me your issue? Because honestly, everything I'm seeing is opening my urethra right up.
Jono.
I guess that's the sound of fluting, which I believe was a Simon and Garfunkel song.
I found it in 2 seconds.
Go for it.
I mean,
Show it.
I'm getting there. Find the best picture of it. So this is fluted. If I can get that. There you go. That's a fluted column.
Yeah, it's got some ridges on it.
No, but like, so this is a fluted column.
You're not putting the whole column up your pussy. Jesus, Joe.
Well, I mean, if that's the rod.
It's got some fucking texture, some contours. It's just like it's an everly veiny, very straight.
What do your veins look like?
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
Do they look like this?
No, they're
That's what the
vertical.
fluted columns look like, bro. They're not rounded.
Yes, they are. That's what Joe was showing. Is a rounded column.
No,
with
if you
fucking
look at
flutes
the
going up.
part that goes up,
No,
it's
yeah.
not rounded.
It's curved
It has,
towards the center, but it's like sharp along the
curved
edges.
out,
Yeah.
But the upper edges are like sharp.
Fluted column.
Like,
I love how
sharp,
we're
like,
having
it will cut
this
you,
conversation's
but you don't
fantastic.
want that like in your.
Wait, I found a really good picture. This is that won't focus at all. No, you can't see. That's too bright. God, that's too bad because it's a good picture of it. How about this one?
Grooves running vertically on a column shaft.
Focus, camera, focus. God damn it.
It's
all right. Whatever. We got it.
Like Jess, it's grooves running vertically on a shaft is literally the definition of fluting.
Yeah.
It's like a rifled cock, which by the way is my work password.
If you look at a cross section, it would look like a mini pointed star. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with the points cut off, so it's like the flat edges. It's
cross-section
flat around the
thing,
outside.
Right? So it's just a fucking like I don't understand. Show me, yeah. I again, I don't have.
I agree. I agree with Jess. This is
legally.
This doesn't make any sense.
All right, fine.
Your sexual joke was a bit of a reach, John.
You know what else is a reach?
Listen, as the
We
only
analyzed this for
person
far
who
too
actually
long.
has a pussy, I'm telling you, no. It's a no. It's a hard no.
Well, hold on. I have been described as a pussy.
That's true.
True. A lot of people say that after.
And someone would argue that you are.
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
A V section.
I'm a giant.
All right. What's another entry?
Let's see here. I'm
back on Varen's picture.
Well, hold on. Jess, do you want to talk about one of the 779?
Oh, okay.
779.
Veridin, whose name is delightfully purposeful. Veridin being very close to truthful. You can read it real quickly, Joe.
A white cloak spy in Terabon who wrote Pedro Nile about the invasion of the Shanchan in Tanchico.
So,
Veridin.
And Jess, I'm fascinated to know your thought because I already know Joe's, which are dumb. To me, one of the things I fucking loved of that, like, I think it's probably book 3 through 6 while Nile was alive. It's just like reading the weird, dumb, like CIA, kind of like intelligence that comes in there. And I enjoy the shit out of it. And like actually some important fucking Spy Master stuff comes in there. And Veridin is awkwardly the best that he disproves briefly and then all of a sudden realizes the truth. And I don't know. I would be fascinated to see what happened if he hadn't died early and could have kept going on as the leader of the children.
Who? Niall? Yeah.
Yeah. I actually
Yeah,
I feel
seems
like he
a
would've-
more kind of reasonable person.
Yeah. Well.
well, as opposed to the rapist that
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, for some value of like reasonable in the context of the children of the
For
Light.
sure. Yes. Yes. I mean, I think there's. I mean, he even like recognizes at some point that Rand's probably really the Dragon Reborn, doesn't he?
he doesn't care. Like he has the most again, like to me, and I apologize for shouting everyone, but I'm drunker than you. So like he doesn't care because like whatever happens is less than, in his assumption, the idea of the Shan-Chan coming over, and presumably the Boar was sealed well enough by Luther and Telamon, so who gives a fuck about what happens there?
The key to what you're saying, I think, and I was actually thinking this myself, but why Shizzle said it, I think he would have done what Gala did, and I actually sort of agree with it. I think eventually, like if he had lived long enough and been in charge that long, like at some point he would have been like, all right, let's go fight the last battle. Like this is actually happening. Like he wouldn't have been a denier. Like he would have. I don't think so. I think I feel like he would have gone.
He's legitimately true to his beliefs, not just like here to like be this or be that and like glom on to what works. Mm-hmm. But he actually believes, and it's, again, he's not a perfect character by any fucking stretch of me.
Why Shizzle said, and then a double cross.
Also very
true. Not all right. Not like exactly like Gallad. But similar, similar to that.
Why similar?
Okay.
Jess, what do you think?
Similar. Vess?
Sorry, Jess.
I don't know. Maybe she. Maybe her internet's having troubles.
Do you want?
Got anything else, Jono?
I do.
What? Still? Seriously?
Fuck
this is amazing.
I hate you so much.
What's the vileness? That's enormous, and we haven't talked about it at all.
And that's where we're going. The vileness.
The only thing I had for the vileness was
What
I don't know if we knew that book. I don't know.
784.
Learning that that's how Alviarin became head of the Black Aja.
We knew this. We knew this.
Yeah, I kind of knew.
Did we?
It's laid out pretty clearly here.
Yeah.
I think the vileness is probably one of the coolest kind of like most interesting thing that happens in the book. And that's one of the reasons that I think that New Spring, beyond just being a cool story about like Moraine and Swan, the ability to tie in the vileness into the rest of the series here, I think makes it a fundamental kind of book to read. Because that's when it starts, right?
Yeah.
And the most delightfully unfortunate irony for the Dark is they don't know the Amirlan doesn't give up the age of the Dragon Reborn. So they don't know he's actually 3 weeks old just sucking some tit.
Mm-hmm.
They instead think that he's born and therefore must be already Taviran. So therefore, any lucky man has to die.
It's an incredible final point.
I've got some weird shit at the end of this.
What is slang for fade dick?
What's the answer? I don't know.
Yes, fade's dick. No, fade dicks.
Fade. Is it two twins beds?
It's two twin beds.
Is it two twin beds?
Two twins.
Two twins bed.
Wait, hold on. Maybe fade's the issue. So mere draws.
It's the dumbest goddamn joke that we can't stop making a joke on. Nobody likes that movie.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I just had that thought.
Yeah, that's true. Me too.
All right. So let's continue on. on the vial.
Who is
Related to the
that?
killing of men and boys, the Black Aja killed 30 to 50 senior Aes Sedai who might have known that the dragon had been reborn. Holy shit. That's a big number.
Yeah,
They think,
guess
maybe,
what?
they think maybe 2,000 times 5. They don't know.
There. Again, so
It's a
Tom fucking
huge
nailed it.
range.
Like, it's possibly like 2 to 10,000 boys to men. Great band died.
ABC,
Also, how many
BBD.
fucking bands died? 2 to 10,000 boys to men. Jesus.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of boys to men.
It's a tragic loss of harmony.
30 to 50 Aes Sedai.
It's a terrible joke.
Not a band. Trying to think what that band is.
Classic loss of harmony. So stupid.
End it.
Yes.
End
Jesus
it.
Christ.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, 30 to 50 Aes Sedai is a lot.
So I
Senior Aes Sedai, not just like lower.
Senor.
To say
I do think it's almost interesting. That it feels like this.
Oh,
should-
Mr. Aes Sedai? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Hello?
Jono needs to drink for that one.
Drink scotch.
Someone else read that.
There's more to boys to men. The land from New Spring.
John,
God
just
damn it, Beach.
end to
Beach
this
crushed that.
episode.
I'm trying to wait. We have a guest. I don't want to fuck her over. I want her here.
Well, I mean, maybe she's having trouble. I don't know. She
No,
hasn't jumped back in yet. She might be having issues.
That's
I gotta say, I wasn't paying all the way attention. I'm
the
assuming
way
you
you
said
say
something
it,
that
Joe.
offended
You
her.
sound like such a
Yeah, we just said get the fuck out of here, Vess. Like, we're done with you.
All right. Well, then I will actually say this then. Honestly, like, so my thoughts after reading about the vileness, and after like you think about like, so Cad Swain talks about it. You see New Spring, which is all about it. It feels like it should be something more prevalent almost, because it's one of the most important things in Aes Sedai history, really. Like when you think about how many people died, how many Aes Sedai died, how much it changes things.
Yeah.
It changed. So the last.
It's the whole impetus of like a large chunk of the story, at least, if not.
It's massive, right? So
Yeah,
Galina, as head of the Red Ajan, her predecessor, ironic or not? It's not really ironic. Her predecessor, she admits, is also red/black, who triumphed into it or was doing it. She herself was doing it. Elida was caught up in it. Tom Maryland is caught up in it because of his nephew.
Owen, yeah.
It's one of the most foundationally important fucking pieces of the entire story that they found out Rand was born, didn't know when, so murdered a fuck ton of
Yeah, and
children,
just went crazy.
followed by murdering a bunch of fucking Aes Sedai.
Just
who
kill
may or
as
may not-
many babies as you can find.
Like, think about this.
Like,
Holy, think about this. So it's not, like they find out maybe Rand's born. They don't know when. So they kill some kids. They kill some Aes Sedai. They kill some lucky adults, which is ironic because if you're lucky enough to be caught, you're distinctly unlucky. They kill their entire fucking pedigree almost for the next round of this shit. It's fucking disturbing. It's
yeah,
also
it's
hilarious.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pogrom.
Wait, is that in the entry? It's a pogrom.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
a pogrom. I think.
Can I tell you this? So that's tWoTgrum instead of tWoTcast from a podcast.
Okay.
I don't know if that's good for us, but
So that's twat vast for this week, I think is what you wanted to say.
I like tWoTpodgrum. tWoTpodgrum.
We're just gonna
You're
start
a
calling ourselves
we will kill you.
twat crumb.
If you have any comments or questions, leave them below, and in theory, we'll get better
You're watching
at,
this. We're going to
responding to them,
murder
and
you.
I'm pretty good about it now.
Hey, Joe,
Yeah,
stop for a second. Tom,
Yeah.
say it again.
don't ask Tom to repeat
What?
himself. He's bad at
The
that.
twat crumb.
Yeah.
And then you said,
We're going to murder you.
thank you very much.
There you go. Okay.
And in theory, we'll get better at answering your questions of, why am I killing? Or why am I being killed? I apologize.
Why am I killing?
Wrong side.
Well,
Why am I
That was
killing?
just Tom. That was
I
just
mean,
Tom
we're
in
in
the
the middle of a
comments.
twat crumb. So we're murdering you.
You can listen to the audio version of this show wherever you get your podcasts when I finally put them up there.
I'm almost positive this is offensive. I'm not sure what, but
Well, I guess to the pods.
tWoTcast theme songs brought to you by the one and only Taffy Bennington and also Andrew Bar of Time. Links to all their stuff's below.
My friends, my listeners, my podcasters, I couldn't do this without you, and therefore I won't. I'm Jono. You've been listening to Joe.
No. We have to say one
Yes.
last thing.
oh my god! Just let
Hey,
me
it's
do it.
important. Thank you to our guests, Brother Van,
Oh yes.
for
Brother.
being here and
Brother
filling in for
Van.
Vess. And also, hey, thanks, Vess, for hanging out. Even though you weren't here for the end of the show, it's adorable and we don't care. Links to their shows are below. And also, Brother Van is going to be on, The Way of the Leaf any moment now. Yeah, 20 minutes. Go check it out.
I'd also like to thank, I'm going to follow Alanis Morissette and thank you, India.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And
Sure.
thank you, Tom.
No, we're not gonna allow that.
Tav, I would say.
We're not gonna allow it.
Thank you, Tavia. Thank you, Joe.
And this Jono. Join us next week for the letter W, where we have guests and we don't know who they are yet. We'll let you know.
Who with a W?
What?
Who?
I don't know.
What?
Where?
When?
I shouldn't have said words. Every time I say
Why?
words, it takes longer to end it.
Why does God was one of us? I thought you were already going to
Oh my God. I'm Joe. Say goodnight, Jono.
Good night, Toronto. I thought we were done.
And Tom.
Yeah, we're way done. Study your math. Good night. Fuck.
Among the first to start, the tWoTcast was so smart to lovingly bash our favorite books. But that was long ago, and now they've grown the show, and now they got us in their hooks. Don't throw coins to these bastards, they need bars of gold at least. Someone please keep them afloat. Now let's listen as they once again ramble through a book. Let's get the fucking quote. One of them is Tom, but he is barely on. Sometimes he calls into the show. Another one is Jono. Is he their joker? Oh no. And Joe, is he the stupid one? Welcome to the tWoTcast. We will share our love for books and all our hate in every episode. We'll entertain you, make you laugh so hard you barely can stand up. That is the tWoTcast.